So I think one of the biggest detriments to Bitcoin, and one of the reasons that retail isn't really here in this cycle as much, is Bitcoin's association with the word crypto and the connotation that that has. And so what I mean by that is, I think people just think Bitcoin is one of many cryptos, right? There's Dogecoin, there's Ethereum, there's Bitcoin. They're all cryptocurrencies. When the problem that Bitcoin was created to solve is far too important for us to stake the reputation of this movement to fix the monetary system and usher in a new sound money that is transparent and incorruptible. That mission is far too important for us to stake our reputations on the performance of other cryptocurrencies. And Bitcoin needs to divorce completely from its association with crypto, right? It's a completely different thing. Only Bitcoin can be money. Money can't have an active CEO or executive team. Money needs to be a decentralized network where it's reasonable for everyone to run a node and participate in that network. And money can't have a picture of a dog on the front, right? We need to be taken seriously because this is a serious issue that Bitcoin was created to solve, and it needs to be treated as such. We can't stake our professional reputations on the performance of Solana, right? We only have one shot at this, so to speak. We have to make that shot count. We need to educate about money and Bitcoin, right? We shouldn't be going off and learning about, let's go learn about Bitcoin and then let's learn about Ethereum. Let's learn about Bitcoin and then let's learn about XRP. Let's learn about Bitcoin. Let's learn about tokenization of real world assets, whatever the heck that means. But we should be going, let's learn about monetary history, the history of different types of money we've had, and then let's learn about Bitcoin. Let's learn about other economic histories and the creation of central banking and the Federal Reserve, and let's learn about Bitcoin and how it aims to solve that. Let's learn about bonds and how strategies, digital credit instruments backed by Bitcoin on the balance sheet, and these over collateralized preferred equity structures can provide access to Bitcoin without necessarily the volatility for investors, right? If you don't like the volatility of Bitcoin, here's a savings account that pays you 11% a year and is going to maintain its principal, right? Those are the things we should be researching. Other cryptocurrencies, I mean, you could maybe convince me that a couple of them have some kind of use case, but I don't think any of them have like a real use case. But again, just the use cases are not a comparison, right? Bitcoin is money. Money is how we store our value, how we exchange value, and how we measure things economically, right? What is XRP? XRP is pitched to be a middleman between banks. Great, right? It's a software startup. It's a software company with an insider allocation where the founders of it issued tokens to themselves and now they're selling those tokens to the public. That's not money, right? That's not a monetary asset. It's a tech startup, and they're selling you XRP tokens so that they can continue to fund their startup, right? These things are not the same. And it's just crazy. Like, people have no idea what Bitcoin is, and I think it's largely because it's tied to crypto. And like, I would just be in public with people and Bitcoin comes up somehow. I don't know exactly. Maybe sometimes I bring it up. But then it's like, well, blah, 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 Dogecoin, blah, 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 Hawk Tuah coin. People have no idea. People think Bitcoin and Hawk Tuah coin and Dogecoin are just 3 drops in the same bucket. This needs to change now, right? We can't keep associating with crypto people. Like, that's not, we aren't crypto bros. We are Bitcoiners. We are advocates for sound money for people to store and exchange value, right? It's a much larger mission, and that mission is too important for us to be associated with Hawk Tuah coin. And again, I don't necessarily have too much against her, right? I think she was in over her head with that stuff. But these are not comparable things. They're not one in the same category. So that's about it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, together, let's work, save, and build a brighter future with Bitcoin. See you in the next video.